On the night the whole village forgot how to sleep, a single silver thread slipped under Liora's bedroom door. It glowed faintly in the darkness, like moonlight trapped in a strand of spider silk. Liora lay awake, staring at the ceiling, her small hands clenched in the blanket. Everyone in the village had been having terrible nightmares for weeks, sharp, clawing dreams that left even the bravest shepherds trembling. But this night was different. This night, there were no dreams at all. Liora had thought the tower was cold when she came in. Now, as the weaver smiled, the chill slid beneath her skin, coiling along her spine. Threads shivered on their looms as if they, too, feared his attention. "You're hungry," she repeated, forcing the word out. "For what?" "For the moment," he said, "for conversation." His fingers twitched, and a cluster of threads near her flared. Ghostly scenes flickered in the air. A farmer running from a shadow with too many eyes, a child sinking into a bed that became a lake, an old woman trapped in an endless hallway where every door was locked. The scenes lasted only a heartbeat, then snapped back into strings. But usually the weaver continued, his voice soft and almost kind. "I eat what everyone tries to throw away. Their fear. Their shame. The things they pretend not to feel in the daylight. At night, they send them to me wrapped in dreams, and I tidy it all up." He held up a black thread that pulsed like a weak heartbeat. "And lately," he added, "I have been very busy." Liora's stomach churned. "You're hurting them." "I am feeding them," he corrected. "Without me, child, they would drown in their own hidden storms. Do you think your father's hands would only shake at his cup? Do you think your mother would only weep in the dark? No. Without nightmares, their terror would come for them while they walked and talked and tried to love each other." He leaned forward, eyes glittering with too many colors. "You think nightmares are cruelty? Th." Far below, the tower's stones seemed to shift, as if bracing for something. The raven on the branch outside ruffled its feathers, sensing a change in the air. "Bold," the weaver said at last. "Foolish, but bold." He reached to his right and plucked a thread that hummed softly. It glowed with a warm, familiar gold. Liora's throat tightened. "My mother," she whispered. Scenes flickered, her mother holding her as a baby, humming, her mother teaching her how to braid her hair, her mother laughing as Liora's father told a ridiculous story about a talking goat. Then, more recent, her mother at the window, hands knotted together, eyes on the sleepless sky. "If I cut this," the weaver said conversationally, "her hope goes with it. She will still breathe, still walk. But she will not look at the door waiting for you. She will not expect you back. She will learn to live as if you are already gone." Liora's hand moved before she thought. "Don't." The word cracked in the air. The weaver regarded her, then let the thread fall back into place. "Good," he said. "You still understand stakes. A bargain, then." He gestured, and a space opened among the looms, a circle cleared, the threads pulling back like curtains. In the center of that circle, the air thickened, shimmered, and finally formed a kind of doorway woven from threads of every color. Scenes surfaced within it and sank again. A schoolroom, her own bedroom, a dark, endless road, a field of wildflowers under a bruised sky. "This is the loom of the heart," the weaver said. "Step through, and you will walk every fear you have ever tried to ignore. Not childish shadows, but the ones you carry like stones in your pockets, pretending they are not heavy." Liora stared at the doorway. Her palms were slick with sweat. "If you cross it and come back with your mind unbroken," he continued, "I will listen to your different idea. I will consider loosening my grip on your village's sleep. Perhaps even remember what you call a good dream." "In the baker's dream," she said, "don't just make the bread burn and the customers vanish. Let him see his son standing there with an apology on his tongue, and let him feel what would happen if he actually listened. In my father's nightmare," she continued, voice thick, "where the fields stay dry forever, show him the neighbor whose well is still full, and the way his own mouth refuses to ask for help. Then, when he wakes, he'll have somewhere to start besides despair." Silence pooled in the room. "You would have me dilute my work," the weaver said. But there was no anger in it. Only thought. "Not dilute," Liora said. "Aim it. You hold all this fear anyway. Give it a direction. Let nightmares be harder to ignore, but easier to use. If people face a little of what I just faced, with a door in sight, they won't send you quite so much poison tied up in silk. She drew a breath that felt like stepping onto a bridge that had not finished being built. And if they do, she added, I will help. I can't weave as you do, but I can tell stories in the daylight. I can say the things no one wants to say about what scares them until it's less heavy to carry. Maybe then your work will be lighter. Not because there is less fear, but because there is more honesty. The weaver regarded her for a long, long moment.